Hi everyone, I'm JD from Willow Journals. Welcome back to my channel. I am a journaler, journal maker and teacher of journaling courses, and today is day 17 of the Inspiration Journal course, where I am showing you page by page how I put together this collage art journal that I just had so much fun making, and that was so good for my soul, so good for my well-being. And today our collage prompt is image. So this one you can have so much fun with this one because you can take it anywhere. Choose any image that speaks to you, and pretty much this whole journal, or a lot of this journal, I've used images that feature on the pages, and these images are just images that I've collected, that I've gathered perhaps over the years, and that I've just put away in my stash that I didn't know what to do with. For example, yesterday's page where I included the keys, the gold keys, and the really pretty teacups. I had those in my stash for quite a while, didn't know what to do with them, but I just knew that I really liked them, and then this journal became the perfect place to put those images, to hold them, to keep them safe, to keep them special for me, to remind me of their beauty, and to get joy out of them as I flip through these pages. So really choose any image that speaks to you to add to your inspiration journal. You don't even have to use my prompts for this course, with the daily prompts. If you're finding your own inspiration through this course, that is my hope, that you eventually won't be needing prompts to journal, but that it will come from your own self, and from your own collecting and gathering that you do throughout your own days, throughout your own life. And then any image that you gather, you can place it inside your inspiration journal, or whatever journal that you have. It doesn't have to be for this course, doesn't have to be an inspiration journal. All of our journals, they are places, safe places, where we can place all of those pieces that speak to us and mean something to us. If you want a specific prompt for today, rather than just that really general prompt of image, well, the writing space is, I just gave it away. The journaling writing prompt for today is space. So I have chosen 2 images from the magazine In Her Studio that really speak to me about space, in terms of the kind of space that I would like for my own room or studio, art studio, that kind of thing. So if you want a more specific prompt, think about that prompt of space, of how you would like your space to be. And that could be anything. It could be your room, it could be your ideal dream house, it could be your ideal dream creative studio, or it could be your ideal place where you just go to for peace, your sanctuary. For me, my sanctuary is my room. Even as a kid, I called my bedroom my sanctuary. And those questions you get asked, where's your favorite place? What's your favorite place? And to be honest, mine was just a really boring answer. Everyone else had fun answers, like a holiday location or something like that. And my answer would be my bedroom. But that was so true, because my bedroom was my safe place where I could just be myself. I wouldn't be judged in my room. Same as with the journal, same as the Weeping Willow that Willow Bound Journals is named after. That was in our front garden when I was growing up. That willow was a place that I could just dream and imagine and create, and no one would laugh at me, no one would misunderstand me, no one would tease me or judge me. And that was the same as my room. My room was my safe place where I could just rest and be myself and dream and create and do all the things that I enjoyed. So I loved reading, writing, and drawing. Those were the 3 things in particular that I did as a child growing up. And so my sanctuary, my room, was like my safe haven. And so I also decorated my room as a child, and I would put, back then, I was really into unicorns. So I had this whole calendar, and after that year finished for that calendar, there were 12 images of unicorns, and I cut up the calendar and stuck them all along the top of my wall. Then I added diamantes to my wall, Then I added, other little images of dragons and unicorns and dolphins and just pictures that I cut out of books and magazines and pictures that I was given. Oh, because I collected unicorns back then, I would stick anything unicorn that I had that could go on a wall. So I had this clip, I stuck the clip to the wall. I had this magnet, I stuck the magnet to the wall. I think I stuck brooches to the wall. So yeah, I loved having that wall as like this place where I could just represent myself on the wall. I wouldn't have been able to put it into words like that back then. Like, I didn't know that's what I was doing. But the older I've gotten, especially last year, I realized that the way I decorate my room, the way I decorate my space is a reflection of me, basically, and a reflection of what I love, where I find beauty, what gives me joy, what makes me smile, what makes me feel calm and happy and joyful and all that kind of thing. So for me, it's really important to have my space be a creative reflection, I guess, of those things that I love. My room is basically a journal. My room is like a 3D version of a journal. My room is itself a creative biography, where each item and each picture and each quote that I have on my walls and shelves, each book that I have, each possession, each object, it says something about me. It tells part of my story. And so, they capture memories and moments that I want to remember. It's like a document of the things that I've loved in the past, the things I love now, and all of that kind of thing. So I know, like, some people really prefer a minimalist decoration style, and white walls, bare spaces, that works for you. And if you love that, do that. Honestly, if you find a picture of your minimalistic style, put that in your journal, because that's what gives you joy. That is obviously reflecting something about you and what you love and what you need to give you peace, and that's wonderful. I love that, and journal about that. But for me, I kind of go a bit frantic in a place that has just bare white walls, or even this room has blue walls, my favorite color, but the walls when I moved into this room were all bare. And I just felt myself last year kind of getting really down in my mood. And one of the reasons I discovered was because of the space that I was in. And so I went on this bit of a campaign to revamp the room. So I put up 3 shelves, plus like 3 bookshelves. Then I put up 4, 5 hanging shelves. I also put up fairy lights. I put in lots of hooks and nails, and then hung up some pictures and some other things that I hung up on the wall. I did a photo gallery wall, and now, it's not perfect and it's not completely how I want it just yet, but now I don't feel like I'm frantic in this room anymore, and I can just feel restful and peaceful and happy and joyful looking at all the things. That works for me. So at the end of the day, it's about finding what works for you, and once you know that, run with that and get all the joy you can out of it. So maybe you want to flip through some magazines, maybe you want to do a sketch, maybe you want to do a little color palette of what you would like in your room, or take photos of things in your room that really speak to you, that you love, and just reflect somewhere on your journal pages something about what kind of space makes you happy and makes you feel at home and makes you feel safe, a space that makes you feel rested and recharged. What's your safe haven look like? And again, it might not be your bedroom. It could literally be the outdoors, nature. It could be your garden. Maybe you want to plant flowers and grow your own veggie garden, and that for you is your sanctuary. Maybe it's a tree in your garden, a beautiful oak tree or a willow. So whatever space it is, reflect that on your page. That's the challenge for this day's journaling prompt. As you can see, my page is very simple. I just chose 2 images, full-size pages from that magazine in her studio, and these 2 pictures, they speak for themselves, for me anyway. I love them. They inspire me. I love the books. I love the storage elements, you know, the mugs with the pens and pencils in them. I love that teal wooden box that's storing more jars. I love the bookshelves with other books over there on the right hand side page, and just the flowers and the wood and the creativity represented there, the beauty, the inspiration. And while it's not exactly how I would want my space set up, it's just the whole, that kind of organized clutter is what I really like. Because yeah, I would think that I would be more of a minimalist who loved real big structure and order in my room, because that's my kind of temperament. In like, I'm very methodical, very structured kind of person. But I discovered when it comes to my room, I need clutter. I don't do well with blank. My mind tries to fill in the blank, but if there's clutter, my mind feels at rest. I don't know if that makes any sense. But yeah, I like ordered clutter though, so I do know where everything is in my room. There's a place for everything, but it's full. I guess it's more that it's full. It's full of these things that I love. So if you'd like to hear more about the things that I love, you can head on over to the journaling video. That is over on my Patreon, where I will add my journaling to my collage page. So I hope you have fun with this prompt. I would love to see your pages if you would like to share them. And I will see you guys in the next video. A big special thank you to all my beautiful patrons who supported in May. Thank you for allowing me to do this for another month. I hope you absolutely love being a patron and all the extra rewards you get over on my Patreon. You get access to extra videos and printables and personal updates, first access to my journals, and much more. So if you'd like to become a patron in June, feel free to check out the link in the description box to my Patreon.